Alright, so I switched to a server in Phoenix, Arizona. We'll see if it does any better. Let me know when you're ready to go forward again. I don't want to alienate the folks that came to watch me draw too much, but can't help it. I'm geeking out over D&D tonight, guys, so we're going to make a character on D&D Beyond. Or at least show how to make a character. I'm not going to really make characters. So far, no drop frames switching servers, so maybe it was a server load that was causing the issues. You know, I am a little bit early compared to my regular times. Maybe it's just a lot more people twitching right now. Okay, so the next step, let's just go to that real quick. So, filter race sources, keep it simple, and go player's handbook for now. Nope, do basic rules. Do whatever one works, because your visibility is going to be limited, I think, because you're doing the free version, and it looks like basic rules and player's handbook are the same. So I would go player's handbook. Halfling, human, dwarf. Yeah, okay. So at this point, I'm actually gonna let you do your own thing. But this is where you would pick a race. So you're probably going to want to read up about the races. And do you happen to know, are you going to do a barbarian? Do you know what class you're going to do? Because it kind of helps to know what class you're going to do. But you can always come back and change it. So pick a race on basically, based on what you like. And then come back and tell me when you're ready. They all can do magic or spells, but humans are always good. In fact, since you're practicing, you might as well pick human and then go from there. Because that way when you pick other races, after you know what humans can do, you kind of understand what their strengths and weaknesses are, because they're all based off humans being the standard. So read through that, and then tell me when you're ready to move on, when you've picked a race. And take your time. I mean, if you want, read every race. Or I can just pick human and we can move on. Doesn't matter to me at all. But part of the fun is reading up about everything. What race did you pick? take a look real quick. Alright, I'll pick human, human and variant. I don't know the difference, to be honest. Let's see. +1 to all ability scores, extra language. +1 to all ability scores, extra language. Most adaptable. I'm just going to do standard human. Alright. So you hit choose race. So your ability score increase is something that just kind of tells you, it's nothing that you select. If you choose languages and pick what language you want to speak, so for the most part, since I probably should draw, I'm going to let you go through this process because this is basically the tool. You know, keep going in, filling the gaps and selecting all the options where it gives you a possibility to select an option. And you can see that you'll finish selecting race, then you move on to class, then there'll be some abilities, and then description, equipment, and what's next. All that stuff can be, you don't need to do that, not right now, not when you're just trying to learn. And I would just go through this you know, once or twice and make a couple characters. Yeah, so enjoy that stuff. And I will continue on this image here. Still dropping frames. I think it's Twitch. Could be OBS. But very annoying. For classes, if you want a traditional magic user, focus on wizard. If you want the type of magic user that was sort of born with the ability to do magic, look at sorcerer. Sorcerers get less spells but tend to be more powerful casters. Wizards get the largest variety of spells. If you want to be a character that has created a pact with a higher entity, then look at warlock. And then there's other classes that can cast spells too, but they're not 100% spellcasters. And when you say spellcasters, I'm assuming you want like arcane type spells, like a wizard, not a cleric. Or a ranger. Oh, a druid is another pure spellcaster. Derives its power from nature. A bard is considered a spellcaster primarily, but he's sort of a jack of all trades. He can do a lot of different things. How did I miss those parts? Bits and pieces missed. Now I think I'm going to add some color to the canopy. Oh, that's not right. Deselect. Yep. It's a little blue. Let's get something else. Reading this one. Reading this one. It's better for a start. Folks who are lurking, sorry, this is a little bit of a tedious step, but once I get the trees colored, I'll zoom out again so everyone can get a chance to see what the heck it is I'm drawing. Alright, so how far did you get? I gotta make that color no matter what. So let's do it. Very far. You're about ready to start a campaign. All right. For those lurking, I'm going to do colors that aren't final colors. I'm just setting up flats for now. I think you kind of have to have at least 2 other people playing. You and 2 people would be the minimum. Getting 5 people at one place is a little tougher. But that's totally up to you, what you got set up for it. Alright, make sure I'm on the right level layer. Yeah, it's always cool when you got your character on paper and you can read it, tweak it, change it. So what class did you pick? We know you're human. Oh yeah, so they're probably waiting for you, huh? So you need two characters? I know you're going to be DMing for one of the campaigns. Are you going to have a character in that campaign, or are you going to do strictly DMing? So you're a human wizard. Very good, very good. So then, do you have the player's handbook, a copy of the player's handbook? Then just go read up about wizard and go read up about humans. And that's like your first homework assignment, understanding what you've selected. Now I should be able to select that space and fill it in. Let's see if I'm right. I am right. Good. Good. Do. One moment, please. I wonder if this will work. Too powerful. Yeah. Too big of a file. Yeah, you can do a search online, see if you can find a PDF of the player's handbook. You always have to be careful though. You never know what you're going to run into, especially something like that. Or you can wait till you got the funds and buy it. You can buy electronic versions on D&D Beyond, or buy the physical versions just about anywhere. I like to have the physical versions, to be honest, but if I were to buy them today, I honestly can't say if I'd buy physical or digital. I just don't know. One of the nice things about digital is that you can search much quickly, but nothing beats the tactile feel of pulling out the player's handbook and reading up on classes or races or looking at the art, all that good stuff. Nah, you're like, man, people are having fun. I'm gonna go have that fun. So you were just, I would say you were inspired. Not jealous or resentful, but you were inspired to go play it yourself. Right? Isn't that a better word? A better feeling? Well, that's sort of like lesson for the day. Knowing the difference between jealousy and inspiration, right? Being inspired is 100% healthy. Well, I think you'll find that most people that play Dungeons and Dragons, you know, unless they're brand new beginners, are pretty capable of doing things on their own, which will allow you to focus on your own character and building him up the way you want. You've seen the guys that I play with. They all geek out. They all love to read. They all love to figure out their characters. And they never really ask for anything because they enjoy doing it, looking it up themselves. And they play a lot. They all play way more. Well, except for Connor. This is the first time he's played, I think, ever. But the other two guys, Mick and Ricardo, play a lot. So if anything, I'm the guy asking them for advice than the other way around. But since I used to DM and I like reading up about this stuff, every day I read just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. I kind of went off on a tangent there, but that's all right. Well, like I've said, ask me questions anytime. What was your question about XP, experience points? Yeah, just make sure you got your, what is it, your virus protection on when you download that PDF. If it is a PDF, you're pretty safe. You just gotta make sure. Okay, so I'll say it from a player's point of view. So player is going to do the game module, right? They're going to do the activities, fight the monsters, figure out puzzles, interact with NPCs, all this kind of stuff. Basically, D&D is set up that as you accomplish things, Sky Evioid, Sky Evioid. Hello, hi, how are you? Oh yeah, you're on the Mac. Yeah, you're safer. Like me, I take more chances because I'm on the Mac. So, say you do a module and you kill a certain amount of monsters and you find, I don't even know if they do treasure anymore, but you kill a certain amount of monsters and you solve a certain amount of puzzles. If it's a module that's like professionally written, the experience point value of solving all that stuff will already be pre-calculated for you, and you just split up that experience point value between all the players who played, and that's how you start leveling up. So you're going to start as level 1, and you need to build up your experience points so that you can build up your levels. So it works a lot like all of the electronic games. The more you do and the more you accomplish, the more XP you'll learn to build up your character to be stronger so that you can get the cool new abilities and keep going from there. And it's almost a never ending cycle. Hello, following up. Yeah, to everyone watching, I have had horrible frame drops, and this is the third server that I've tried tonight. You know, and my computer setup is the same as always, so I don't think it's anything on my end. I think Twitch or OBS network just is not very happy tonight. But yeah, I'm up to a 30% frame rate drop again. So really, I should probably call it a night since it frustrates the heck out of me. But I haven't done that yet. So as a DM, and say you're writing your module for your players to conquer, then you should figure out all the experience points ahead of time. And usually it's safe when you're first starting off to only have experience points if they kill monsters. And then you just have to make sure there's enough monsters to make it fun. And you don't want to give out too many experience points because it should take a while to level up. You know, at least one full quest, maybe even 2 full quests to level up. And then later on it gets even slower. Or if you want to make it completely easy on yourself as a DM, I don't remember if you need 300 points or 900 points to level up to level 2. But you could also just give XP to your players. You know, maybe you'll say this adventure, when it's conquered, you gain 300 experience points or something like that. And that way it'll basically pace them out that they'll need 2 or 3 quests to level up. Yeah, I'm at 33.6 dropped frames, dropped frames. So 1/3 of my frames are being dropped. So I think I am going to finish coloring the sky dash grass and call it a night, because I don't like Twitch being subpar like it is. I might restart my computer just to see, but I already checked my resources. They're all looking good. Yeah. Look forward to next time. Have a good night, Zero. I'm going to try restarting one last time, so be right back, folks. If it still drops frames after this, I'm going to be done.